Welcome back to So I Saw This, the podcast where we break down the stories we love with equal parts curiosity, chaos, and questionable self-control. I'm your host, Tanya, and today is special because not only are we diving into the roses, but I am joined by someone who has known me longer than any of you, has witnessed all my character development arcs in real time, and still agreed to come to the mic. My sister Lexi is here. We're talking plot twists, character choices, the moments that made us gasp, the moments that made us yell at the screen, and the moments that made us pause and say, wait, did they really just do that? So settle in, grab a snack, and let's get into the roses with my favorite co-conspirator. Hi.
Hi.
All right, so let's talk about the roses.
Let's talk about it.
What's your first impression?
I laughed a lot.
Me too. I was trying not to compare it to the original.
I don't remember the original. I don't even know if I saw it.
I realized that when I was trying not to compare it to the original, that I didn't remember the original. So it was kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing struck me is like their whole relationship from the beginning was very sarcastic relationship and very like based on sarcastic humor.
Very
And
dry.
so, yeah.
Yep.
I think very British, which
is kind of dry.
I think it worked for the movie because Americans didn't know how to take their humor. So their friends really couldn't see something was wrong.
At
right?
all. Yeah.
And friends, I use that term really loosely because they were not good friends.
No.
None of
them. There was one couple I was like, why are you guys even here? Do you even like them?
The architecture couple, the couple that he worked with, right?
Yeah.
I think they were more like coworkers than.
Yeah, they didn't seem
They were weird.
They didn't like.
No.
They didn't seem to actually like them or each other.
Yeah, exactly. So then, like, I think they were in this comfortable place where she was the silly, non-serious one. And then all of a sudden, everything changed when the building collapsed.
It didn't just collapse. The sail sailed.
It
away.
Imploded on itself and destroyed every
It's not gonna fall.
sailboat in the museum.
It collapsed.
People could have died. All the stuff was ruined.
It wasn't a good time.
And out went his career
100%.
in an instant.
Yeah.
And then at the same exact time, which was crazy and very ironic, her career took off.
Right. Because of the storm.
Because of the storm. And that critic was in her restaurant when
Randomly.
his building imploded. So then their roles are completely reversed. She's used to making all the decisions with the kids. Now he makes them all and gets them into this fitness kick.
They were like superhumans.
They were like superhumans.
Literally have superhuman
clapping
children?
push-ups.
Question mark? That's what I have.
Well, they got into that athletic academy in Florida, which is, I think, comparing it to IMG Academy, which is in Florida. Yeah.
I think I listened to a podcast about that.
Oh, really?
I think so.
You'll have to share that podcast with me.
Yeah. I have to try to remember which one it was.
Okay. And then they don't know what to do with each other after that because they don't know how to treat each other after that, right? Because
not at all.
Now
And
she
I
has
think
to be the
too-
practical one.
Well, and I think too, she didn't have anybody questioning how she was doing things.
Right, before that. Exactly. And then she didn't give him that same courtesy. And then he never took her career seriously. Neither did she, to be fair. But
She just enjoyed it.
Yeah. But then when she really started taking off and she realized, oh, this is like a really serious thing. I could do something with this. He didn't take her seriously and that pissed her off.
Yeah,
so
she
that's
didn't
just
like
like
that.
one little piece of resentment. She
Right.
just put on a piece of paper and chewed and swallowed.
Yep.
And then she wouldn't take him seriously after he wanted to get back into architecture. She wouldn't take him serious. She was like, but can you get a job?
I know.
Really? Can you get a job?
Did you know that Benedict Cumberbatch has that, what is it called? Heterochromia?
Something with his eyes?
Yeah, they change color and they have different colors in them. It's not the very severe one, like one brown, one blue, but there is something.
They're two different colors?
There are multiple different colors.
I'll have to look that up. I'll have to check that out. And I did notice something strange in his eyes. This is really the first time I ever looked at him.
Right. Me too. When you watch the movie, depending on the lighting, you can see drastic differences in the
Differences in his
color.
eyes. Huh. Interesting.
Yep, just throw that away. You can
Maybe I'll
sleep at night
rewatch
now.
it.
Now you can sleep at night.
Now I can sleep at night with that tidbit of information. What else do I have in my notes?
She was allergic to raspberries, which was very strange to me. The whole
Yeah.
EpiPen situation.
But that was almost like her test for him.
Yeah,
That was like her test to know if he still loved her or not.
which is pretty toxic.
Bizarre.
Yeah,
Yeah, toxic. And maybe their relationship was toxic the whole time.
I feel like it was. I feel like they just had this. It went beyond just like two naturally dry sense of humor, sarcastic people into like hurtful. They
Yeah.
would say very hurtful things to each other
But I
and
think
try
that's
to play
because
it
they
off.
kept right, but they kept I think that's because they kept eating their feelings,
Yeah,
right?
and
They
it just
both
kept
were
getting
full of resentment for different reasons
more and more mean.
and they couldn't just communicate. Like that's the key to me for this whole movie with their relationship. The biggest problem was communication.
Yeah, they didn't talk to each
They
other at
did
all.
not communicate at all.
No.
The casting was good. I did
Yeah,
like these two characters. I think they picked the right
yeah, they were
people.
great
And
together.
even the supporting cast, I think all pretty good picks. Like I probably could have picked other people for different roles, but I think it was good.
I loved seeing Alice and Janney.
Yes, I like seeing her play the mean bitch lawyer role and then switch over
I like to see her. I liked her dog,
the dog. I liked when what's the guy's name? The
Andy
friend.
Samberg.
Yeah. I liked when he told the dog to sit down and shut up, and the dog did.
I know. And it was just like, oh, okay.
That worked.
I'm a sucker for a Rottweiler with a natural tail,
Yeah,
too.
it was cute. It was a cute dog. Definitely have to go back and watch the original again because I feel like the original was I don't remember in the original if they actually went over like their love story and,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know if
don't.
they went over
It's
that.
like I can remember seeing either a movie poster or like at Blockbuster, like the cover,
Mhm.
and seeing War of the Roses. Like I remember seeing it, but I don't remember the movie at all.
I remember like I get it in like waves. Like I remember this disaster scene at the end, like when it all comes crashing down, but it was a very different feel than how this one ended.
Right.
It that house was gorgeous.
The one he built,
Yes.
I loved their original house.
I mean, it was okay, but that house,
With the
those
Julia Child
views,
stove.
yeah, like okay, I could have probably done without the Julia Child. Like you could get a wolf or a,
Yeah.
something more modern. But I get the sentiment of it. I
Yeah, but like
also felt like
frame
he got
of
that.
frame one of the greats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I felt like he got that for her just kind of as this grand gesture. I don't
Mhm.
know that she really wanted it.
No, and he hated it.
And what was up with that table? Like, why do you
Why
want
was
a
he so
table from the
obsessed with that?
Spanish Inquisition?
Or the moss. Why was he obsessed with the
Yeah.
moss?
I think too, so this is what they say about architects all the time. Architects, me being one, not of the building variety, but similar concept. We tell you how to do something, build something without really knowing how to build something, right? So we can design this gorgeous, beautiful palatial estate. And then the way I've designed it in a picture, it can't be built to withstand the exact point the sale coming off because it didn't hold.
It
And
just
the
looked really
engineers are
cool.
blaming the builder and the builder's blaming the architect and all of that stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of like their relationship too.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Right. You architect this beautiful thing, this meet cute story, how they met and everything, and try to build a whole life around it.
Around the fact that he got annoyed at dinner and went into the kitchen of the restaurant and she fed him. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second. I feel like that is violating a lot of health codes.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. But, right, unrealistic expectations going into a marriage. Happens all the time, I guess.
I don't know. I felt like I knew what I was getting into.
What was your favorite line?
I have it written down. Hold on.
I'd be curious to see if it was the same one that I picked.
Did I not write it down? I might not have written it down.
Who said it? Who said your favorite line?
Jesus yourself, drunk, actually. When he was on the plane and he got hammered because he drank all the scotch.
Yeah.
That's what
One
made
after
me.
another. She'll have another.
And so
I
will
will
I.
too. That wasn't mine. Picked. My favorite line was, "She's really good at law." Andy Samberg's line. She's really good at law. And then when he said, real estate and divorce, it's the same thing. Very
Yeah,
similar
like,
things.
what?
Divorce is all about real estate anyway.
You know,
He's not 100% wrong.
not at all. But yeah, I loved that scene when she's like, "I was just doing my job." He's,
Yup.
like, digging through for the napkin.
And then I'm trying to read my broken finger writing.
Ugh,
When the kids call,
yes,
that was funny.
I
We're
know.
so happy for you.
What? They were so offended.
They were like, living in misery. We've seen it all this time. You're not hiding it from
I know,
anyone.
at all, and they're very smart children.
Yeah.
It also took me a while to realize they were twins.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either until the very end.
And then
I
they
was
said
like,
something like, "Oh, they're 13 now." And I was like, "They?"
both of them?
Well, and they were weren't they sharing a room too? And I was like, "Is that
When
house
they
that
were really
small?"
little. Yeah, when they were younger, when they were like
Yeah.
7 or 8 or
And I
something, or
was just
10.
like trying to figure out that dynamic, and it just wasn't important, I guess, enough to me to really like focus on and try to figure out why that was all happening because there were so many other things happening.
Yeah. Did the kids ever even live in the house?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Now that I think about it, they might have left
I
before
think they moved
the
out to school
housewarming.
before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the housewarming dinner.
The awkward dinner is how I have it
That was
written down.
crazy.
Surrounded by asterisks. Awkward dinner.
Awkward dinner.
The Negroni. All the
My gosh.
Negronis. I love how Kate McKinnon was wearing a bolo tie.
She is a nut.
She
Like, I
cracks
don't
me
know
up.
how anybody works with her.
How do you get through a scene?
How do you keep a straight face?
Ever.
I don't think those were her lines. I think she made them all up. I would be
They probably let
interested
her
to,
just ad-lib
yeah.
as much as she wanted because that's how she is.
I wonder if there's blooper tape for that movie, because I would love to see it.
I would probably cry with laughter.
Absolutely. She's funny. She's a
She
funny
is very
chick.
funny.
The ending?
I was very confused as to why that was the ending. Can we back up, though?
Okay.
Show him running and what he looked like
Why
while
does he
was
look like
running.
an idiot when he's running? I feel bad. Sorry, Benedict, but you look crazy when you're running. I feel like you don't do that, really.
Have you ever heard him say penguin in that documentary?
No.
You need to go on YouTube or Google and look up Benedict Cumberbatch saying penguin.
I can't.
It's very important.
All right. If I could do that on the fly right now,
I know.
I would. Let's
But
see
you
if I
need
can
to
find
make
it.
a point to do that.
All right, I'm
because-
going to try to do it right now.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Holding.
Batch saying penguin. It came up as one of the common searched things. Okay, hold on. I'm going to share it. Can I share it legally, do you think? It's on
Sure.
YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep.
What?
Penguins. I told you.
Why was there no editing in this?
No idea.
That is nuts.
You know what else I noticed too was on the plane during that scene, he did like a crazy hand motion. It reminded me of Doctor Strange. Like he like did this thing on the plane and I started laughing. And I was watching it with headphones on, so I can only imagine what Norman was thinking of me. Because I was just sitting over there laughing hysterically by myself watching this movie. I mean, I do that stuff all the time anyway, so he's probably used to it by now.
When I used to travel for work and have my headphones on the plane, I could not watch Shrinking.
Oh gosh, no.
Because I would crack up with my headphones on.
And wake up everybody that was trying to sleep on the plane.
Well,
Penguins.
Penguins. And then he says penglings, though. Like he really lost his mind.
The whole time.
Why didn't anybody help him?
How about when he found the whale and he said, "You're in the wrong place, buddy."
You think?
Penguins.
He's like, stay right there. All right. And then he got through all of that and he's talking to her and they're opening up and being vulnerable. And he says, and then I said, why am I with Ivy?
I know.
I'm like, dude, that was not the right thing to say.
The look on her face, I was like, that was a lot.
Did you just say the same thing I said?
Did.
God.
Sorry.
Not another one.
It's happening.
Yep.
Can we talk about their fight scene?
Which one?
And the fact that he threw a lemon at her face and the sound that it made when it hit her in the face. I had tears coming down my face because it just was just like it just hit her dead in the
And the
eye.
right here.
And he said, "You have a gun. I have fruit and knives
And utensils, he said.
utensils." That's what he
Utensils.
said.
But he
I have
did
fruit
throw
and
knives at
utensils.
her.
He did. And she shot 95 shots from that gun.
I know. How many bullets could that thing hold?
I have absolutely no idea. I know nothing about
Let's
them.
talk about the gun range scene, though. That was another out of this world thing. Like, oh, everybody has guns. We don't like guns, but everybody has them. So
I know.
we've
Or
got
how
3 or
about the way
4.
she wrapped her leg around
I know.
him when he shot, and then he did it to Ivy
Yes.
awkwardly with that lanky leg that just came around.
Over her.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. And then the architecture couple, he said, you weren't supposed to shoot that way. He said, yeah, it was that. And then I changed it and I won.
I know.
Andy Samberg says, I changed it and I won. I loved that. That was a good line, too. I think Andy Samberg had the best lines in this movie.
He has a lot of really good one-liners in general. He
Yeah,
did
like
when he
just
was
he
like in
delivers them well.
everything. Yeah, he's got a good delivery.
Brooklyn 99 was good. That was a good show.
Is it Brooklyn 99 or is it Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Brooklyn 99.
Is it?
It is
I don't
99.
know.
It
Oh,
is. It's 99. You're right. You're
I'm
right
always
without
right.
even knowing you were right.
That's how I roll.
See,
Also, I want to try a Negroni.
I feel like I've had one in my Bartesian.
That makes sense. I feel like I've seen those
Yeah.
advertised in the emails for the mailing list I'm on for not having the machine.
They have a new one, by the way.
Do they
It's
have?
cordless.
Is it $3?
It is not $3.
And I will not be
But it's
purchasing
not,
it.
I don't think it's as much as the deluxe, the four bottle version. I think it either only holds 1 or 2 bottles, but it's
Okay.
cordless, which I love because that means it's more portable.
So what do you have to do? Just charge it?
I guess. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
I would think that would make sense, wouldn't it? You charge it
I
like
feel like
USB or
for
something?
future episodes, you need to get a Bartesian and I'll have a Bartesian, and then we can have Bartesian drinks as we review TV and movies.
Based on whatever it is that we're reviewing.
Yeah. So
I
like
like
for this
that.
one, we could have had a Negroni.
With
I think that's a
Prosecco?
great idea.
Stunning.
Think we've come up with a gimmick.
Have you seen that clip
What?
from
Stunning? All right,
she's
I'm the
in
older
House of the
sister.
7 Dragons.
House of the what?
Was it House of the 7 Dragons?
I feel like that's not what it is.
I think I just merged 2 shows in my head.
A Knight of the 7 Kingdoms
Not that one.
and
House of the
House
Dragon?
of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
Yes, there is no the. It's House of Dragons, I believe. I could be wrong.
I used the Google, so
I used the Googler.
it just goes in there. So the girl that plays the queen with the dark hair that was in Bates Motel.
Yes, yes.
So she's doing an interview and they're talking about Negroni. That's another thing you need to look up.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just a very cute little interaction with them. And they talk about Negroni with Prosecco.
I also did enjoy her in Bates Motel. She was really good in that.
She was really good. I love that show.
Okay, I think I've got it.
You think you've got it?
Think I've got it.
You have really good accents like my husband.
Wish.
All of his accents sound like someone that's never ever spoken any language ever in life from any country that ever existed. So
Not even English.
I don't even know what it is. I'm like, no, nobody lives where that accent's from.
Where's all the penguins that we put a tariff on?
You mean the penguins?
Was that Iceland? Antarctica? I don't know. It's somewhere people don't live and we put a tariff on.
Specific island that only penguins live on.
Yeah.
Like it's
Hold
only
on.
inhabited.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Agliato.
Stunning.
Huh.
That feels good. Stunning.
One in.
It's your drink of choice.
I had
Negroni,
an
spag-
old fashioned in a can that was really good.
It was good?
It was super good. Like really good. I don't remember the name of it though.
Well, that's good.
Sorry, I don't want to show my
That's
broken
super
finger.
helpful for me. Thank you. I'm so glad I can now not ever enjoy that because you don't know what it is.
What?
And I'm going to end up going and finding one and being like, oh, this must be the one she's talking about. And it's going to be disgusting because
I
I
know,
didn't get
because
the
you
right
can.
one.
I'll figure it out.
I'm
I'll
just
get
not going to
one.
get it until you do.
I'll get
For
one
my own
tomorrow.
safety.
I'll get one tomorrow. So that means our next review has to be of something that we could use old fashions for.
Floats your boat?
What movie could go with an old fashioned?
I'm not sure. We really just have to pick a movie and then go.
Well, no. Bridgerton doesn't track.
No.
Can't do an old fashioned with Bridgerton. Maybe the Gilded Age, though. Maybe.
You think so?
Maybe. I feel like that might have been a time of absinthe and
That's
bourbon.
not an old-fashioned, dingus.
I know. I said absinthe and bourbon. Not together, just like the
I was like, that would be
time frame.
disgusting, actually.
Have you ever had absinthe?
I've had it in a drink where they like coat the glass
With
and then
absinthe?
dump it out and
Oh.
then make the rest of the cocktail.
Oh.
I don't know what actually it's supposed to be in.
It's supposed to make you hallucinate or something like that, but
I saw Eurotrip. They
I
had
don't know what that
absinthe,
is.
And then they all went on a crazy adventure in the mind.
I didn't see that.
It was very raunchy, and I don't suggest it for youngins.
Well, that's good because I don't have any youngins anymore.
I barely
I
do.
can watch whatever I want.
I can do what I want. Send me?
All right, let's get back to the movie. So,
I'm sorry. Yep.
point noted, we need to go back and watch the original. Maybe we could do a short or something,
Okay.
a little Instagrammy post or something with our thoughts comparing the two. But I really feel like it was a different movie. Like, I just feel like,
Had a different vibe.
yeah, it had a different
Yeah.
vibe. How about the ending?
I didn't like it. I thought it was a real weak way to end things.
I liked the ending. I feel like they went through all of that just to decide that they still love each other. Like,
And then die from a gas
probably
leak
died.
from the Julia Child stove.
Yeah. And their
that
children
nobody
are
even
actually it was
really
kind of
wanted.
depressing because now their children are orphans. Their dream house went up in flames
And they're in
and
Florida.
they love each other.
They're
But
in Miami.
no, they weren't. The
The
kids are in
kids.
Miami. Oh, okay. I thought you
And I
meant them.
never saw any family at all.
No.
Although I'm
Maybe
trying to figure out who watched them when they went on their little adventure on the plane.
probably Kate McKinnon and Andy Samberg.
Don't think I would let them watch my kids.
Me either.
Gotta say. Sure,
Me
come over
either.
for dinner. However, I will not put you in like any level of responsibility, even with my goldfish.
He hired him as he didn't even know him well enough to know what kind of lawyer he was.
I know.
So this is the nature of their friendship.
How did they,
I feel
How
like
did
they
they
were just
become
very
friends?
reckless people in life,
in general?
just in general.
Yeah.
Reckless
It was
picking
just-
friends,
Yeah.
reckless in their
There was no
careers.
thought put into anything except for her really cool looking baked goods.
Oh, I thought you were going to say her really cool looking outfits.
Also, some of those were really
Some of
good.
those were
and some I
fun.
was like,
What?
that's a choice.
What spawned that choice today? No, some of her outfits were really good though.
The one that she wore to the awkward housewarming party, I like the yellow.
Yeah, the last outfit,
Yeah,
right?
I thought that was like, I
nice.
liked that cut of that shirt. I liked the mustard yellow. I thought it looked good on her, and I liked it. I would have
worn that. Yeah, I would have worn
like
that. I would have
mustard?
rocked that one. The sabotaging.
Oh,
That deep fake video was hilarious.
with his missing tooth. Is that a crock pipe? He was so offended by that. Like, how dare you?
And then the mushrooms at her
No,
restaurant.
put your clothes back on.
I know.
I like
And then later, everything was fine. Like she's
I know.
walking around the restaurant saying,
I'm like, what happened? I like the chef, the sous chef or whatever it was, and the waiter that were at the restaurant, that worked at the restaurant with her.
uh-huh.
I liked them. So the
Oh, yeah,
waiter,
yeah.
The waiter was in that show Sex Education. Did you watch that?
No. Never even heard of it.
It's on Netflix. It is so funny. It's another British
Okay.
comedy.
Oh.
So
Is he
he's on-
British?
Yes. I actually wrote, where's his accent? Like, I wrote that down.
Yeah, because I would not have ever even thought.
He, I believe, is Nigerian,
Mm,
British, but he has a very strong accent.
mm.
And then the chef was in that show Glow.
She's been in other things too, because I've seen her
she
and
was
I've
just
never
in
seen
his
Glow.
and hers. She was just in his and hers.
Well, yeah, she was the
Yeah.
deputy or the detective.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, that's
But
why
she was.
looks
I
super
remember her being
familiar.
in Glow because she has like a unibrow, and it made me laugh.
I don't know what that is either.
You don't remember the Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling from the 80s?
No. She was a wrestler?
In the show she was. She's too young to have been doing anything in the 80s. She probably wasn't born in the 80s.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, otherwise known as Glow, was like the WWE, but it was all women.
I feel like I remember it, but I wasn't really ever into wrestling like that.
Watched all of that with Daddy. So we watched that. We watched roller derby. We watched
I remember watching roller derby,
wrestling, and then we watched
boxing, endless hours of boxing and fishing and
yeah,
hunting and
Bill Dance
animals on the prairie
outdoors.
killing each other.
No, it was the one where they had the people competing with the like they weren't American Ninja Warriors, but it was like they had these like really super strong athletic people competing with other people. American Gladiators.
Oh, yeah, I remember that too.
I'm like, it wasn't Ninja Warriors.
Nope, American Gladiator, I
American
remember that.
Gladiators.
Yeah. I used to make him watch Jeopardy, and I would keep score, and he'd be like, "I don't know why you're writing the score down, I'm not playing." Would crush my dreams every
I
time.
remember you writing down the score, and I got one question right, and it was math that begins with D. Of course, they gave it some clever name, and I just kept saying decimal point until I got one of them right. And those are the only points I got because that was the only thing I could think of.
Those were the days.
Do you know that he had to tell me wrestling was fake at a very young age because my favorite wrestler was Hacksaw Jim Duggan? And he was wrestling, I believe it was Andre the Giant, and he picked him up and he had like a blood capsule in his mouth, so he had blood coming out of his mouth. And I was so distraught and crying because I thought my favorite wrestler was actually dying that Daddy had to tell me it was fake so I could be okay.
You're so weird.
And this shocks you why?
Not at all.
This is the girl who kept score by herself playing Jeopardy because nobody wanted to play with her?
My God.
Yeah, I can do the roses too.
I see.
Did
A
you
little
pick up
biting there.
well, did you see
Little stinging
how terrible the architect wife was at it?
at
When she was trying
architecture.
no, when she was
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to do the banter, she's like, "This
Yeah.
is awesome, I love this banter." I was like, "That's not banter.
That's mean
That's just
and
awful."
cruel.
God, I did enjoy the movie, though, a lot. I liked it a lot. I would
Yeah.
watch it again. Like, if
I
I
would,
came across it, I would watch it
yeah,
again.
I
Yep.
would not turn it off.
No.
There were many moments that really had me laughing a lot.
Yeah,
We have to come up with some really cool rating system,
like, catchy
like
ones, like, with, like,
not
little
thumbs up or thumbs down, but something,
well, you
like
can
something
put
catchy.
ring finger up forever because
I
it's in
cannot.
past.
I cannot. It's broken. Maybe we could do it with something to do with the drinks that we will drink.
How many drinks it would take to watch it?
How many drinks I would need to give you to watch it again?
Again. Would you watch it again?
Maybe
Yes, after 2 old fashions.
after 3 Negronis. I
Spaglia.
think I like that. That's
Mhm.
fun. I don't know. We'll have to ask the
And
audience.
actually, that's not a terrible idea at all. I think
It's
that's kinda
not, and
funny.
I've not ever heard of that. So let's ask the audience. We'll put it out there after this episode airs. We'll put out an Instagram poll and see what they say.
I like it.
I like it. I like that new rating system. We'll come up with
Stunning
really cool little emojis of
drinks
the drinks.
of
Yeah,
whatever one it is.
whatever it is.
Thing is we can't, like, depend on, like, the iPhone ones because there's not one for everything
No,
we need.
there's only one there's one that looks like a martini. There's one that looks
Mhm.
like
Beer.
a beer. There's one that looks like any highball mixed drink. Like, wait, is it a highball? No, it's not a
Rocks
highball.
glass?
The what?
Is it a rocks glass?
I mean, yeah, but it has another name. We'll have to figure that out.
Tumbler?
Could be a No, I think
Rock
a
tumbler?
tumbler's taller.
A
Rock
rock tumbler?
tumbler?
I don't
I
know,
think that's something
I have one, and it says, "I drink and I know things" from Game of Thrones. See, I got that one right.
Oh, I like that. I like
Not like
that
House of the
saying.
7 Dragons.
Not House of the Seven Dragons. I don't think
Amazing.
there was ever an old-fashioned served in. Yeah, it is a rocks glass. You're absolutely correct. But I felt like it was called something else.
You should have let me play Jeopardy with you when I was little.
I know.
I would have had all the points.
I didn't really like you then, though.
That's fine.
But I love you now.
Well, that's good. It's important to me that you love me now.
That's good. And a Negroni is also... Oh, it's called a low ball. That's what I was thinking of.
Lowball.
It's called
You're
a
like
low ball.
highball, I'm like tumbler.
You said rock tumbler. I'm like, no, that's what you put rocks in to shine them.
Like in Shrinking, she
Like
would
in
make the
what?
rocks. In
Shrinking?
Shrinking.
Oh,
she
yeah,
did-
that's
yeah,
true.
she did the rocks.
Tis true. So what are we going to review next? What are we going to talk about? What movie? What?
I
What are you
don't
going to do?
know.
You won't watch scary movies.
I mean, I could. I imagine that our conversations could probably be pretty special. So I'd be like,
Interesting.
well, I closed my eyes during that part. And then when I looked through my fingers, there was like a bloody clown. And I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. Did you watch it? No? So good.
The thing is I loved that book.
The clown doesn't even show up till like the 4th or 5th episode.
I understand,
I feel like you should just watch it. Just
but I
do it.
know that he's going to. Do you see?
Yeah. He's
You know
not
what,
that
though?
scary, though. He's kind of like a Freddy Krueger type of monster, like
Which is
funny and
scary.
terrifying at the same time.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space did not bother me.
Well, wasn't that a dumbass movie?
It was very campy.
Yeah.
And actually, when I went to Universal, they had like a scare zone set up,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to walk through and see them.
Oh, that I would never do. Never
They
in a
had
million years will I
chainsaws.
ever do a walk through haunted house. I did one in Virginia Beach. I went with a bunch of my friends in college. Never would do that ever again because I was so ready to swing on someone.
Well, here's what happened to me. We went, it was for our honeymoon. We went and we decided, oh, let's do Halloween Horror Nights. I'm like, great.
Did you
First
pee
night
your
there.
pants?
Huh?
Did you pee
Just
your
wait.
pants?
So I check in. Everything's fine. We're waiting for the party to start. And then we start. We decide the first house we're going to go through is the American Horror Story house. Just jumped right in. I was like, oh, well, this one doesn't have a long line. Let's go here. Dumb me doesn't know. I'm like, I watched the show. I like the show. I was hanging on to Norm's arm like this so tight that when I got out, I couldn't
You
close
had
my
cramps
hand.
in your hand?
It kept popping open. Then I'm like, okay, I think we're done with houses. He's like, yeah, we don't need to do that any more of these. Like, neither one of us was like, let's go do them. So then we're just walking around looking at, like, they call them scare zones, and they're wide open. It's not dark. Nothing's jumping out at you. You can see everything, but it's like set up so you can see like a whole display of whatever scene they're trying to create. We
That's
go
the
through
my
one.
speed.
Yeah. We go through one and it's like soldiers that are taken over by aliens and they're going through this whole act. I'm like, oh, cool. There's another one that was really cool. It was like very mild. It was like kind of scary pumpkins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Well, then we hit the Purge. There was no way for me to get around it. So I had to go through. I'm walking and I'm like, you know what? Let me take some pictures. So I'm taking pictures and I put my camera down. And I don't remember if I was like adjusting my bag or whatever. And then I picked it up to take a picture. Out pops the Purge man in his mask. Right there, I screamed, knees to chest, took off out of the entire scare zone. He couldn't keep up with me. I was like track star, like you wouldn't believe. I heard him break character and start laughing because I was running so quickly away from him. I left Norm for dead. Like he was going to die back there because he was just lollygagging his
He
way
was
through.
purged.
He didn't even care. And actually, let me see. I have a picture of this ridiculousness.
Here's the funny thing is that you said you were taking pictures with a camera. Who does that?
My phone, not a camera.
I was like, when'd you get married? 1940?
Yep. It's the first one ever. Okay, there we go. I gotta find this. It was so ridiculous. And I'll never get rid of this picture because it makes me laugh every time I look at it. Who's Jackson dressed up like Scream guy?
I want to see that. I want to see Scream. What is it? 7?
7, I think.
Yeah, I want to see that.
So let me see if you can see that.
Ooh, creepy deepy.
So imagine you're just, oh, yay, everything's so fun and scary here. And it was still light out. So it's not like I was walking through, I was walking through the dark and I'm like, taking pictures, like, oh, this is so much fun. And I turn and there he is. I was like, absolutely.
See, that's when my appendages would start.
Yes. I almost took out the pig mask guy in the American Horror Story, like swinging. And I was like, we got to get out of here. And then Norm is like panicking because I'm panicking. He's like, how do we get out of here? I'm like, I don't know. It was just, but yeah, that was my adventure with the Purge guy.
What? When is the next season of American Horror Story coming out?
I'm not sure.
I feel like it's long overdue.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
But I feel like a lot of them are coming back from the last thing I saw.
I'm really hoping that I can make it through this whole season. I couldn't watch the last one. Like, I watched it. I think I finished it. The one, I think it was called Coven.
Coven? Is it Coven or Coven?
Coven. A coven of witches. You
I don't know
weirdo.
why I thought it was Coven. Hey, settle down.
You're so weird.
I also hate that this program
Halloween
just
2026, but they still haven't said. They've
what
announced
the
all the
theme is.
stars, but
Yeah, but
you
no
don't know
theme.
the, yeah,
So when I log in, it just takes the first picture of me as like my,
your thumbnail or
it's
whatever.
a 100% a mugshot.
Yeah, it did. I
Mm.
did. I observed that. I did. And the other show I like is American Horror Stories,
I couldn't really
but
get into that
I didn't like
one.
the last season of it.
Did you see that grotesserie?
Yeah,
Grotesserie?
Grotesquerie.
Yeah, I like that one.
I did like that. That's actually supposed to be coming back.
I did not like Travis Kelce though. I could do
I
without
thought
him.
I thought he was so hilarious.
He was what he was supposed to be, but I think I was just sick of seeing him at that point in general. I was just sick of him.
I like Travis Kelce. He
I like
makes
his
me
brother
laugh.
better
I don't think I paid enough attention to his brother.
because he wasn't the star. He was a center.
It just
But,
sounds like blah, blah, blah. Football.
okay. Yay, sports ball.
Sports ball.
I can't do any
Grotesquerie
sports right now, and
season
it's
2.
making me sad.
You what?
Can't do any sports right now, and it's making me sad.
It still hasn't been officially renewed, though, Grotesquerie.
No, no?
No, but
I
they
did. I
said
like
it
that one. No,
would.
I thought they did a good job with that show.
Seemingly canceled in November.
Lame.
Very
It's always
lame.
the good ones.
It was pretty good.
So yeah, I don't know what you
Did you watch All's Fair yet? The lawyer one with Kim
don't think so.
Kardashian, and
God, no.
I haven't
Why would I
watched
want?
that
Why?
either.
Why
I
would
don't know.
you?
I heard it was actually, somebody said it was pretty good. I don't
Somebody
know.
lied to you.
Haven't seen it.
Was it the guy in the picture that I showed you? That sounds like something he'd say.
No, it was not him.
Don't trust him.
Gosh.
I outran him though.
All right. So we do have to pick another.
Yes. This is what happens when you have two sisters with ADHD trying to come up with ideas.
I know, this is crazy. I was trying to Google some stuff.
Okay.
We have to watch some trailers, see what's out there, what's on and popping, what the kids are talking about.
That's the thing? On
I
and
don't know.
poppin'?
That's a thing. That's a phrase. People say that.
Do you remember in that show Ben and Kate where she goes, "What's poppin'?"
No, but that was a good show. I forgot all about that show.
I have that show. I bought it on Amazon Prime. It's the only purchase I've
You're
ever made in my
weird.
life.
I bought One Tree Hill on Amazon Prime because there was the season I couldn't watch it. I was like, I have to see how it ends. It was the
I
last
paid
season or
like
something.
$2.99 for it. It was so important to me, and I still have it, and
That's
so that I can
funny.
watch it.
That was a good show.
I love that show. What's poppin'? When someone goes, "Oh hey, how are you?" and she goes, "Hey, what's poppin'?" and then her face.
Why would you
She's like,
say
"Whoa."
that?
Very funny.
Man. Oh, what about White Lotus? When's that coming out again?
I don't know. That's a good one.
I enjoyed watching Mike White on Survivor. Are you watching Survivor?
No.
What?
I haven't watched Survivor since, I don't know, high school. Is it
so
in high
good.
school? I don't remember. The last thing I remember is they gave them Oreos, and it was like they gave them $1 billion. They had Oreos and peanut butter. It was a really old season.
That is a very old season.
Yeah. Because they were so skinny, and they were just like in heaven because they got peanut butter and Oreos.
We watched that show pretty religiously.
I haven't watched it in years.
So the next one
Riff
is
Raff.
going to be set. White Lotus is set in France. Oh, you started watching Riff Raff? Gosh, so bizarre. You're like, what is going on with all of
I
this?
did see something about it being set in France. I do remember that now.
Yeah, White Lotus. Yeah, yeah.
That's a good show. I'm sad Jennifer Coolidge isn't there anymore.
I know, but she was in Riff Raff, so there's that.
I know, but she's not her regular self.
You mean she's not the White Lotus character, which is not her regular self
She's
either?
that character in like 90% of what she does, though.
No.
Yes, the kind of like goofy. Like I think of her in Best in Show.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
I don't think so.
I love Christopher Guest movies.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Real quick, so you know what took me a long time to figure out? The Discover commercials that she's in now.
Yeah.
Why she was always buying like these retro things. And then it hit me, oh yeah, nobody used to take Discover before. Only like Sears.
You're so pretty. You're like the prettiest.
Bless your heart. It took me forever. And now she's like, I look rad.
Actually, I have another line from The Roses that cracked me up.
What was it?
When she said she had when Kate McKinnon said she had an autoimmune disease. And December is like chronic yeast infections are not an autoimmune disease.
It was funny.
I just happened to look and I'm like, why does that say Chrome? And then I'm like, nope, that says chronic. And then I was like, oh, that's right. This
I'm
is
the
what
one with the
happens, you're
broken finger.
writing. Yeah. Is that an autoimmune disease?
No, I hope not.
How did you
I
do that?
cannot. So I was going to tip a ball and it landed directly on the tip of my finger. The ball tipped me. I did
You
not
didn't
tip
do the
that ball.
job. You did the wrong
I
thing.
did the wrong thing.
Do
And
you
it
know that every
hurt.
time I play volleyball, the first week I jam my thumb?
Yeah, like
Every
I could do a jam thumb. And I actually think I did jam my thumb that night too.
Yeah,
I
but I
also
mean,
have a big, huge bruise on my hip from diving. But here's the funniest thing of all of this. That was my first game back in like 3 months because I've been sick after sick after sick after ailment after ailment. And then I just top it all off. Our brother said every time he talks to me, there's something wrong with me.
right.
I'm like, yeah,
It was
that's
be the same thing
on
if
target.
they talked to me,
It's always something.
if I picked up the phone.
If you picked up the phone, yeah. That's all right. I'll pick up the phone.
You like to.
I don't.
I don't either,
But sometimes it's just easier to talk about my ideas than to
which is
type
fine.
them,
I will
especially while
talk
I'm
to you.
driving,
Yeah, I will talk to you.
because it's like talking to yourself. That's why you
Kind
do it.
of. That's kind of what it is. It's like I know what to expect. Like I know that the conversation is going to have the flow I want it to have because we're of very similar mindsets.
Yeah.
Whereas like Ari will call me and just breathe into the phone. And it's really because she just doesn't want to be by herself shopping. And so she'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, hello? And she'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking at something. And I'm like, why am I on the phone with you? Because you're my mother.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. We go to Target together on the
Often
phone.
on the phone.
When
I
she
like,
can't find something in the store,
I feel like I'm
she'll
living
call
a
me.
TikTok video because my kids will call me, Mom, on this pill bottle, it says I should take 2 or 3. Should I take 2 or 3?
They have survived because we've enabled them.
What's my social security number? I don't know.
Here's the thing. I used to know Ari's, but because a new piece of information has gone into my brain since
It
then,
took that space.
gone.
I never knew my kids' social security numbers. I always had to look on old tax returns.
See, Ari's I knew. Jackson's I don't think I ever knew. My brain was just like, there is no room for new information, or you don't know what your name is.
I know my driver's license number by
Me
heart.
too.
What's up
Like,
with
why?
that?
I don't know.
Sometimes I can't remember my phone number,
At
my
work,
own phone number.
at my old job, I had a direct line and I could never remember the number, even though it was in my email. It was on, multiple invoices because I was a contact for it. I had to have a sticky note so that if I left the voicemail, I could say
You
what my
could read it out loud.
was. Because otherwise I would either give a number that didn't exist or I would sound drunk because I'd be like, yep,
Goodness gracious.
I'm not a phone person like that. I can't like think on the fly and leave a cohesive voicemail. I can't.
All right. So we still have to pick something.
Oh yeah.
So the BTS show,
Is it like a documentary or something?
yeah, it's a documentary. I don't,
BTS, is that like the K-pop Demon Hunter girls?
what about them?
Is that what BTS is?
No, BTS is a boy group, dude.
K-pop
It's K-pop, yeah, but it's not. You're saying, is it the same
genre
genre?
of
Well,
music.
okay, so but the K-pop Demon Hunters, that song was from their movie.
No, I
Yes, it's
know, but it's
K-pop,
like
but
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually have a BTS song on one of my playlists.
I like BTS. I like a few of them. I don't
Could
have
not tell you the
any
name of
current
it.
playlist
Could
though.
not tell you anything about it. Couldn't tell you, obviously, the lyrics. None of that. But it's a catchy song. And when I told Ari, she's like, what are you listening to? And I told her, and she goes, how do you even know that? And I'm like, not 95 years old.
You know, what's up with that?
They're
These
mean.
kids. Hey, do you watch Paradise?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch Paradise, man. I think we're on, I don't know what season this is, 2 or 3, but it's good. It's really good.
I feel like
So conceivable.
inconceivable. I feel like Norman has watched that. But
I
I
would
could be
think if you
wrong.
watched From, I would guess
You probably watched
you'd
Paradise.
probably watch Paradise. Paradise is really, really good. Did you watch Killing Eve?
No.
Oh, you gotta go back and watch that too. It was really good.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm looking at different things that I've watched to see what's new and popular. I'm on Netflix.
Okay.
New and popular. I'm
Yeah, that's
still
something you have to
avoiding
keep in
Bridgerton.
mind is making sure that I have whatever streaming service it is that you want me to watch something on.
You have Netflix though, right?
Yeah,
Why is Gaslit by My Husband the #2 movie in the US today?
because it was a new one that came out, so probably everybody watched it.
I did not.
I did.
And Peaky Blinders, I didn't even know that was a
Peaky
movie. I thought it
Blinders.
was a show.
I liked that.
You did? I never
Yeah.
watched it. Lamar Odom is dead?
Did he die?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They were just talking about him on Cam's podcast, so I don't think so. But there's a movie that says Untold, The Death and Life. Oh, I get it. The Death and Life, because he almost died.
He almost died a couple of times.
Yeah, doing
Once
crazy
in
stuff. You
a
know he went
brothel.
to my high school, right?
No.
Yeah, he was there at the same time as our cousin.
Which cousin?
I can't say her name on public. I was going to say public radio. This is not radio.
This is NPR.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That
What?
cousin.
You
That
know who I'm
cousin?
talking?
Yeah.
The pretty one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something very bad is going to happen. What is that?
Wasn't that the one where they just kept saying sorry?
Well, yeah, that's right. The whole
Woman
trailer
one,
was
sorry.
sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
I'm so
sorry.
very sorry.
I am the sorriest I've ever been in my entire life. I'm so sorry.
That was
I'm
stupid.
so sorry that I'm saying I'm so sorry so much.
That
sorry.
made me not want to watch the movie. Gotta be honest. Let's see. I still haven't started Bridgerton. I'm trying desperately to do the recaps for my little side
Lamar
quest
Odom
episodes.
got caught in a brothel and almost died.
Yes.
And Norman, my husband, texted me and said,
What is a brothel? Yeah, it's not a really common word.
especially for someone who doesn't use a lot of words. He keeps it very simple. Brothel's not in the vocabulary.
What is
Thankfully.
blue therapy?
It's British, and it's
Oh, yeah?
couples therapy, and they are the most toxic, horribly matched couples ever in creation.
How do you know this?
Because I have been home,
And why
not
do you
doing
know this?
anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're broken. Now I'm broken too. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It is
Who-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It is literally Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So it is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
So your sister is so smart.
You are.
You're so
Have you ever
pretty, and
seen
I'm so smart.
Nuremberg?
Huh?
Nuremberg?
I didn't watch that.
Did you watch Hijack on Apple TV?
No, I thought that's what we were watching for the longest, and it had subtitles, and I was like, that seems odd. He was watching something else, and Hijacked was like the intro
Oh,
preview.
You thought you were
I
watching
thought we
Hijack.
were watching. I'm like, where's Idris Elba?
To
like,
be
I'm
fair,
looking for him.
This season of Hijack does have subtitles because it takes place in Germany.
Not German. This was not a German show. It was Tarum? Farum? It was on Apple TV.
Never heard of it. Did you? I never saw Spiral. Did you ever see Spiral? It's a Saw movie, and it has Chris Rock in it.
I thought you said it's a soft movie. I'm like about feelings?
It doesn't say
Like-
what year it's from, though. There's a movie about blackberries.
Like the fruit?
I had a pink blackberry once.
The phone,
Yes,
not the
the
fruit.
phone.
When you said pink, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
It's a hybrid fruit. And
No,
did
it's
you
the pink
know
strawberries.
that there is a Bridgerton podcast on Netflix?
I did see something about that.
So I got to add
noticed
that
they
to my
have a lot of
podcast
podcasts
list.
on Netflix now.
Yeah, I think they have a whole category of them. I love podcasts. I watch a lot on YouTube too. I'm really into the Cameron. He has 2 different ones. He has one with Mace, and they talk about sports, and
Okay.
that one's really good. And then he has one with this guy Sen. I think they call him Sen, but I don't remember what his real name is or what his full name is. And that one is just like, for lack of a better word, it's just gossip around the world.
Does he have one that's about a horse and carriage?
I don't
That's for
think so.
hire? Mamacita?
What are you? No. Are you singing
So
his
bonita?
songs? Oh my gosh. I didn't even remember that was his song. That's crazy.
See? Kid's social security number? Gone. Lyrics of that song?
In your head.
Still there. Karen, I think it was called.
Taryn?
Which is the
you
capital of
ta-
Iran.
Tehran?
Tehran.
My God. This is why I always call my daughter Lexi, because she says stuff like this too.
Tehran. From Iran.
Boy.
I knew it was called Iran, though.
That is not getting edited out. I hope you realize that.
You can keep whatever you want in here. I have nothing. I have no shame. Put it all
Taryn?
out there.
I think it's Taryn. No,
Tehran.
it's not. Tehran.
Oh.
I know I'm saying it wrong, but I'll fix that. I'll figure it out. Remember
You'll edit
when...
that out.
No, I won't. I probably won't edit it out. Remember when something was in, like, maybe it was the World Cup was in, what is that country?
Turkey.
No, it was a really wealthy country, but
Abu-
small. Qatar.
Qatar.
That's not how you say it. I watched video after video after video to try to learn how to say it right, and I still can't say it right.
I'm going to figure out how to say this. Hold on. Tehran.
Yeah, not Taryn. It's not the girl down the street's name.
Sorry, I'm not a linguist like you.
I wish I was, but I'm not. I was just talking about that. So crazy. I was just talking about that to Irvin today. I wanted to be a linguist and an archaeologist, and here I am.
I took anthropology in college when the 5
I
minutes
took it as a class once.
Yeah, it was just a class. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. But I don't remember if I was in high school or college then when I took it.
Didn't finish college.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Loser.
Not all of us got a free ride.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Made a big difference. Yeah, just, no big deal.
Still came out of it with student loans, though, so.
So did I.
Doesn't
And
matter.
I don't have any kind of degree to show for it.
My
from the school of hard knocks.
My sociology degree is not knocking down doors anytime soon.
I'm probably doing more sociology-related things than you are.
Probably.
Literally.
Well, I feel like there's a level of sociology that I need to apply to my architecture role.
Well, all I'm doing is supporting little minds and how they develop in our world.
To big minds. Little minds to big minds?
To big minds.
I'm still trying to find something for us. But what else can I look on? Amazon Prime. Let's see what's on Prime Video.
Are we going to do a movie, a show, a documentary, or you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering because I'm feeling like movies are better for us because shows I have
multiple seasons and stuff.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard.
I would think
I'm having trouble with Bridgerton now.
Like a limited series would be good.
Yeah, a limited series would be good.
Or
His and Hers was
a documentary would be fine, even if it has multiple episodes, because they're usually not that many.
Oh, you don't watch Mormon Housewives, right?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I hate watching it.
Have you started the new? Oh, yeah, that's right. We did talk about that. Have you started the new season?
I have.
Dude.
They're a hot mess. All of them.
Hot mess. How?
I don't even think they like each other at all. I don't think any of the husbands and wives like each other. I don't think any of the husbands really like each other. I don't think any of the wives really like each other. I don't think
I'll tell you who I dislike very much right now is Jesse's husband.
That little twerp?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but was she the one that was with
Marcelino?
Is that his name? Marcelo?
I mean, that's the guy from Vanderpump. Yeah, not the fish sticks. The fish sticks.
I love the fish stick. Favorite place to go. It's so high end.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that one. She kept going back and talking to him. Kept communicating with him,
Well, she was so busy trying to prove a point
that
it just made her look like she was
stupid.
Yeah, it was all stupid. But it was also very interesting and made me wonder if they were that naive that she was saying, he was saying that she cheated on him, but they never had sex.
Well, that's what she's saying.
Well, that's what he said too.
And then he changed his story.
No. He changed his story about the other one, Demi. Yeah.
You know who I don't like on that show is the black girl. What's her name?
I feel bad for her. I kind of feel bad
There's
for her.
There's something about her that I'm just like, why are you trying so hard to be like these people?
Well, she said that's
so much better.
She said that's a thing she struggles with and has always, I guess growing up out there, she just wanted to belong.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so much so that she couldn't tell her friend,
yeah,
I can't have you doing my extensions because you're making me go bald.
Well, and other people have complained about her extensions anyway, but definitely don't do it on her hair.
Yeah.
But I just she's just trying so hard to be
an
like
identity.
them.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a sense of identity. She's not embracing anything about herself
But I feel like she's starting to realize that about herself, and I feel like she's gonna have an awakening at some point.
hope
Something's gonna
so.
happen.
And
Something
outside of
goes on
everything
this
else,
season with her because
without even like bringing into this her blackness, just her personality is so drastically naturally different than them.
yeah,
I'm just like, that is like such an unhealthy, like, protect yourself.
she's very needy though.
She is. They all are.
Yeah,
They all are pick-me's. They all want someone to pay attention to them at all times.
yeah,
And it's just like, and you know it all comes from their upbringing. You know it. Where they were probably neglected in many different ways or abused in many different ways. And it's just, ugh.
I like, you know which one? I'll tell you who I do really like is the one who's um she's one of the ones that just had a baby, really blonde. Why can't I think of her name right now?
She's funny. She's the
Yeah.
baby brain right now. Every time they interview her, she's like, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I like her so much.
She's been the most normal one out of all of them.
Most grounded. And then her friend, the one that has the skin problems sometimes,
With the reddish hair?
Macy? Is that
Macy. She was
Macy?
on Dancing with the Stars too.
No,
That wasn't her?
Macy wasn't on. No,
I know which one you're talking about. Are you sure? I think you're flip-flopping the two reddish-haired ones.
no, I'm not. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Why am I
Please.
typing in Google on Google? Housewives cast. It is very hard to type. Okay, Macy is the one that I like a lot. She's the blonde one of the ones that had just had a baby. And then the other one that her friend that I like a lot that's the one she has like a skin thing.
Michaela Matthews.
Yeah. Whitney and Jennifer Affleck were the two that were on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, yep.
I haven't
Now I'm
watched
looking
them
at
on it.
her. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
She's got a strange vibe too.
Who, Jennifer Affleck?
No, Michaela. Jennifer Affleck's an idiot. She
She's
thought she was related to Ben
she's a s
Affleck all this
but
time.
she's sweet though. Like, how does she know? They were joking around with her and she just took it for face value. She didn't know. But now she has like a deal with him. Like
Yeah,
she's doing stuff with him now.
yeah. But not like none of
Taylor's
them
just a
really have a good
mess.
relationship with their parents, their siblings, their families, nothing.
Whitney does. Whitney's close with her sister and her
That's
family.
right. She's like the
Whitney's
only one
close
though.
with them.
Yeah.
And I think Jennifer is close with her mom, Jen Affleck. She's close with her mom.
She was saying that the way that they communicated was through dance. Because I think her mom spoke Spanish and she didn't. Does that sound right?
Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. English is not her. I mean, English wasn't her mom's first
Right.
language. Yeah.
And she didn't really speak Spanish.
Who else? Who else? Layla's a really pretty girl. She's
She
getting
is.
really skinny.
Yeah. They all are.
Yeah.
The way that they, and I mean, good for them, but the way that they bounce back after these babies is
I
making me
know.
nervous.
It's crazy, right? Demi is, I don't know. She used to be my favorite. Demi used to be my favorite.
They all just like went off the deep end. I don't know what happened. Like it's
Jesse's last name looks Japanese.
whose last name?
Jesse. It's like Ngati Kora. I wonder, that's interesting.
Ngatikara.
Layla's only 23.
They're all actually fairly young.
Yeah, but she is the baby. She's only 23.
Maori. Is that how you say it?
Who?
Maori? Maori? From the
Who?
Cook Islands.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Maori. I think that is how you say that. Macy's 29. Jesse's 32. Jen they don't say how old Jen is. She's younger though. Demi is 30. Taylor, I don't know how old Taylor is either. I don't know.
Her being on The Bachelorette is a terrible idea.
Well, it's not going to happen. They pulled
Yeah.
it. I
Good.
feel a little bit bad for her, but also I think she just has to leave that guy alone.
He's garbage. She's
Yeah.
not even that cute. I mean, she's kind of odd looking too, but still.
Yeah.
So that last name is her ex-husband's last name, who's from the Cook Islands.
Well, that would make sense because her extension line is Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Her last name is Draper.
that's her new husband, though.
No, her ex-husband was that other last name.
Wait a minute.
Her maiden name is Draper.
Right. So the guy that she was married to that she just split up with or whatever on the show, He's from
No,
the Cook Islands?
I think this was previous to him.
Okay.
They've all had divorces and stuff.
Yeah, which is sad
Like,
because 'cause they're so
for
young
so
and have so
young.
many kids.
Yeah.
I didn't I don't know. That was something I was like, I didn't think that was a thing, you know? But you learn things, right? Watching these shows. I don't know
You
why I'm
learn
obsessed with Mormons. I have no idea why that is so intriguing to me. And that wraps up our deep dive into the roses. Huge thank you to my sister Lexi for joining me because honestly, who else is going to match my energy? Call out the same nonsense I do and still love me afterward. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you're following So I Saw This wherever you listen to your podcasts. Leave a rating, drop a review, or send this to the friend who keeps insisting they haven't had time to watch yet. You can also join the conversation over on Reddit at r/so I saw this, where we break down episodes, share theories, and occasionally spiral together in a very healthy and very communal way. Until next time, I'm Tanya. This was So I Saw This and I'll see you in the next episode.